Hi everyone and welcome back to Delsbury Hill. It's been a little while and my apologies for falling off the radar for a little bit, but I thought I'd better bring you this little video just to show you a couple of little things that I've put in place going off the last video, and also some plans that I have going forward as well. I'm going to start off down here in the funeral scene. So I've now placed my mourners, my prizer mourners, around there, which I think look much better than all of the bright, cheerful colours that people were wearing before. I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit. It's a much more realistic scene now, having the mourners around the coffin there. So that's one of the little areas that I've just been touching up on with regards to figures. The other thing that I've done is that I've put the wedding carriage in situ with the horses and the driver, or the driver around the other side there. I'll actually bring the camera around the other side so that you can see that. There we are. So that's that scene in there with the carriage in there. Of course, you may remember that where I'm pointing there, under that area there, is where the motherboard chip is for the NOC photographers. So that carriage is sort of masking the area of ballast that comes up to get to that motherboard. And there's our little driver just standing there next to the open door. A little bit of detail on the inside of the door there, probably can't see that. But awaiting the bride and groom for transport to the next destination. So I think that looks much better than the two minis that were there, that I've now dispersed in other areas of the layout. So yeah, that's a nice little addition to that scene. To be honest, not much else has changed on the layout. In fact, I'd be comfortable in saying nothing else has really changed on the layout. It's a couple of different reasons. Same old thing with work, been quite busy with work, but where you guys over on the other side of the world are having lovely warm days, and probably not being able to get into train rooms yourselves because of how hot it is, we're sort of having the opposite. So it's been so damn cold over here in Victoria that just haven't been able to get to the layout. That's one thing. The other thing is that, as I mentioned before, work has been very busy, but also I've been working on some other projects, some other passions of mine, which is to do with theatre. So I've been involved in some of that in the background, so I haven't had a lot of time for the layout. So I've had time to think about the layout, and I've got some plans for some alterations. An idea that I have, I'll just show you around the layout as I'm talking. An idea that I have is to actually change the layout into an L-shaped format. And I actually want to give the layout 3 tracks, which at the moment it's got 2 and some sidings and things like that. But I actually want to give the layout 3 definite tracks. And I can do this if I convert the layout to an L-shaped version. At the moment, obviously, it's a big square shape with the well in the middle. So probably what I'll do, if it's an L-shaped layout, is I'll have it similar to this setup here, where it's backboarded all the way along, and then when it goes out, say out this way, this will have a backing board there, and it'll go out into staging type area, so non-scenic area, back in again, and the same will go for the other end. It's going to be about the same size layout, but it's going to be in an L-shaped format. One of the reasons I'm not going to start on doing that now is because it's in about a year's time, the layout's going to be in a different home where that L-shaped version can come to fruition. In the meantime, I've got some things to add to the layout to actually enhance the layout ready for the exhibition that I'm doing again this year in December, like I did last year. So I'm doing that again in the local area here. And so I want to add a few things to it just to give it some extra bits and pieces of interest that we didn't have last year. The other reason I won't have a whole heap of time to work on the layout coming up is that I'll be moving. So I'm just going to be too busy in the next few weeks work on it. The layout will be staying here where it is now, but I'll actually be moving and having to do all that sort of thing and organise all that. So, but I'll show you. I'll take you over here and I'll show you still that I have these figures and things to actually add to the layout that I've shown you in a previous video. I still have those to add. I bought one of these. I wanted these for a while actually. Wanted one of these for a while. One of these knock falling trees. So basically hook it up to power, press the button and the tree falls down in a lifelike type of manner. And of course to go with that I have a chainsaw sound module. So I've got that to hide on the layout somewhere so that when people press the button for the tree, the chainsaw sounds and the tree falls. Then after about 8 seconds it actually props back up and rights itself. It's quite a fun little feature. I've wanted that for quite a while actually. Just to take you over to this messy table over here, I've got a bunch of buildings that I've been sort of slowly acquiring, and these will be utilised, and I've got a whole box there as well, including the Scaledale St Mary's Church, which I no longer use because I've got the new Fowler Church that I reconditioned. But I've got a whole box of buildings there, and I've got some buildings I've acquired lately, including double engine sheds and things like that. So these will be used for the updated version of the layout, probably in 12 months or so, when I convert it into an L shape. And then I'll be rejigging certain areas. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry it's been a little bit wordy. I'm sorry I don't have any trains running tonight. I will actually endeavour to do a running video. It will probably be in a few weeks' time, but just to wet the whistle, I might just put a bit of a compilation video together, and especially for the new subscribers that haven't seen a lot of running in the one place, so to speak, the one video. I might do a little bit of a compilation video at that time too. Another thing that I got in the mail, which I'm pretty excited about, is a little piece of UK layout, which a lot of you guys follow this particular person, this layout, and that's Laurie from Culvert Film, Laurie Culvert. So I hope I pronounced your surname right there, Laurie. Sorry if I haven't. But he did send me a little bit of CATO Pass. So there you go, I'm wearing it with pride. CATO Pass, Sci-Fi Railway, and lovely badge there. So that's going to be that's going to take pride of place somewhere in the train room, particularly when I get the new permanent train room. So thanks, Laurie. Glad to have a little bit of CATO Pass in Australia, and particularly on Delsbury Hill. So thanks, mate. That's fantastic. And if you haven't already started following Laurie, definitely get on board. He does some amazing stuff. His sci-fi layouts are absolutely incredible, and even if you're not into that sort of stuff, you have to check them out because some of them are just mind-blowing, and the little tricks that he puts in those layouts and the technological, I suppose, additions, let's say, are incredible. So make sure you check out Laurie's channel. It's Culvert Film. It's well worth getting onto. As I say, heaps of people know about him. He's got stacks of subscribers. He's published in magazines quite regularly, constantly winning awards for exhibitions for his layouts. He's doing really, really well in the model railway space. So well done, Laurie, and thank you again for the badge. That's it, guys, as I focus in on a little bit of action in the village square. Until next time, nobody's still bought those cakes off that fella. Until next time, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, comment and subscribe. I'll always reply to comments, and always happy to get new subscribers. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to let me know, and I will catch up with you all very, very soon. Thanks, guys. Cheers.